flood watch, and it's a severe weather alert day today.
A new warning just went out. It's just outside of our area. Flood warning for Bath and I believe it's Fleming counties, which is just to the west and to the north of Rowan County on both sides. So Rowan County could be next. So we're going to watch that and see. But Rowan County, I know, has been hit hard by flooding this year, especially the city of Moorhead. So if you've got kids, maybe go to the university up there, or if you work up there, or you can see us up there. I know we're on some cable systems. Be aware of that this morning as you travel.
And of course, if it's safe to do so, we welcome your pictures. Pics at WYMT.com. You can tweet those at us, also send them to us on Facebook.
Exactly. So we haven't seen a whole lot of reports of active flooding. That's great news. I hope we don't, but I think we will start to see some as people start to get out and move around. Live pinpoint Doppler radar, we show you the watches and warnings first. The only active warning right now in our area is in Morgan County. That goes until 10:30 this morning. We have flood watches out for the entire area for the most part, with the exception of a few counties in Virginia and Tennessee, until 2 o'clock this afternoon. That's for the northern counties and the western counties. And then as we go in through most of eastern and southeastern Kentucky, southern West Virginia, and southwest Virginia, that goes until 5 o'clock this afternoon. So again, the heaviest rain so far has been clustered right here along I-64 and the Mountain Parkway. So we're talking about Stanton, we're talking about Campton, West Liberty, up toward Moorhead. So those are the areas we're watching very closely, but there are some heavier bands of rain going through Mount Vernon, over toward McKee and Annville, and over toward Boonville and Beattyville this morning. So we're going to watch those areas as well, also down through Manchester and into parts of Leslie County now. So again, turn around, don't drown. Do not drive through a flooded roadway. It doesn't matter how much water the road has over it. If the road is water covered, completely covered, do not go through it. It's not worth it, trust me. Temperatures as we go through the morning hours in the 60s. You see some darker greens and yellows indicating some heavier bands of rain up toward McKee and up toward Boonville and Beattyville, just north of Mount Vernon. But again, anywhere you're seeing this dark green, not a good situation. Somerset, some just to the west of you right now. Bus stop forecast 60s this morning and 60s this afternoon. With the cloud cover and the consistent rain chance, we're not going to see a whole lot of movement as we head into the afternoon hours. Traffic cams not quite daylight yet, but you can see a few cars moving on the Mountain Parkway up at Slade at Powell County. One of the areas we're watching, I-75, folks moving along. Slow it down. Hydroplane risk is really high today, especially in areas where the water is pooled. Not too many people traveling across US 119 on Whitesburg Mountain at this point this morning. Let's go on to our 6-hour loop. You see all this rain still has to traverse through here before we can get out of this mess. So how much more rain could we see? Go through that forecast real quick. Future view rain between 7 o'clock this morning and 11 o'clock tonight. This is not counting what has already fallen overnight. We could see more than an inch, up to an inch and a half in some locations, especially in the central parts of the area. And the future view itself will keep the rain around through most of the day before starting to taper off a little bit as we go into the late parts of the afternoon. So your day planner, your 12-hour forecast, basically keep the rain gear handy all day long. Again, slow it down all day long when you're driving, and remember, don't drive through those flooded roadways. Very, very important. I can't preach that enough as we go through any time we have a flooding threat. Those rain chances continue all the way into the 7-day forecast. They do get lesser or more scattered as we go toward the weekend. You'll see temperatures rebounding as such. Let's go over to the fourth and final check of the refrigerator this morning and see what we have for you there behind the magnets. Again, we're going to Phelps Elementary School. Chloe is sending us a beautiful picture there with some hearts, and hopefully we can get around where we can heart this forecast a little more as we go toward the end of it there early next week. Time 6:47. You're watching Mountain News this morning.